Hey guys, this is a bit of a different format because I will be doing an interview right now with Gamer for Life. They gave me 10 questions and I'm about to answer them, so let's get down to business. Question first, who is Tempy Crow? Well, I'm Tempy Crow. And yes, it may sound a bit different or weird saying that, but yeah, I'm Tempy Crow, and some of you already may know me from my YouTube channel Tempy Crow, where I do shoutcasting. First and foremost, I am a gamer, been gamer since I was 7 years old, maybe even a little younger than that, 6, with my dad introducing me to the games such as Warcraft, Starcraft, Diablo, Duke Nukem, Doom, sort of shooters and strategies, moving on towards Age of Empires. So I've been influenced by a lot of those old games, by my dad mostly, later on by my brother as we got older, and as we grew. I am the eldest child, but still, because of my dad mostly, I have become a gamer. So, yeah, give me a second. So yeah, I have a YouTube channel called Tempy Crow. It's about League of Legends game commentary, and I've been doing stuff for Gamer for LOL in the form of a Lazy Panda vlog once a week, going out on Sunday, and I have a few other projects, working closely with Davey and his shoutcasting, helping him there, and we are also planning on a podcast. I think the rumor mill, or just it's been whispered here and there, mentioned, especially in the Gamer for Life staff. So why not come out and say it? Yes, we will be doing a podcast, and I will be one of the hosts alongside with DJ Davey. So yeah, that's who I am. Question, second question. Second question is, what do you game on? So I game on most actively on the PC. Have started on PC, have stayed on PC forever, but there was the time where I had started with Nintendo. So my first console was Nintendo. After that, PlayStation 2, now PlayStation 3. Unfortunately, I did not get on with Nintendos or Xbox, so it's mostly either PlayStation now or PC. Also, I have a Nintendo DS, so a bit of mobile consoles there as well, but definitely prefer to play on a PC for most of the time. So yeah, that's about that. Third question, what games do you play? As I mentioned, I have started with strategy games and first-person shooters, moved on to more strategies, a bit of platform games, stayed true to Blizzard's franchise Warcraft, played a bit of World of Warcraft, well, a bit of 5 years of World of Warcraft, started in TBC and ended in Cataclysm. Unfortunately, did not play Mists of Pandaria. The huge Diablo and Diablo 2 fan. Played a bit of Diablo 3, but never really got into it, never really enjoyed it as much. On consoles, my favorite, special PlayStation 2 and 3 games, PlayStation 2 games especially, are definitely Tenchu. If you're not familiar with it, go check it out. DMC, Devil May Cry, played that. Dynasty Warriors. Oh my god, what else? Jax and Daxter. That was fun to play, or what? That was fun to play because I played it. A bit of Final Fantasy. Played Final Fantasy X. I'm gonna get a lot of hate because of that, but hey. And on PC lately, I've been playing Guild Wars 2. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It's an oldie, it's a classic, and I love it. And most of my time goes into League of Legends because that is what I am shoutcasting, and I will get to that in a second. So mostly my time is spent playing between Guild Wars 2 at the moment and League of Legends. I'm hoping that I'll find some other games that are interested, that will kind of get my attention or grab my attention as it is, and maybe I'll try some other games. At the moment, I don't have the time nor the hard disk space to play anything else. So yeah. Next question is, what is shoutcasting? Well, shoutcasting came from is a term that is used for esports commentators. Before there was webcams or just this amazing production that we see in the LCS or just general ESL tournaments, be it Intel Extreme Masters, MLG, DreamHack, be it Counter-Strike or StarCraft 2 or just League of Legends. Anyway, there was only voice audio recordings of it or audio commentary. So the term shoutcaster came from there. Now it's a bit loose term because you still shoutcast, but it's not just it's not audio anymore. You actually do see the commentators now, not during the game, but pre and post game, and it's a bit different now. Mostly shoutcasters are just called nowadays casters, game commentators, esports commentators, and I'm trying to make my headway in it. Been almost doing this for a year, shoutcasting. Have do apologize for this. Have 4 online tournaments now. The first one was really bad. Like, not from my standpoint, I was nervous, but also just the organizer was really disorganized and really unprofessional. So it was an experience that I needed to go to see how things can progress more. So now that I'm working with Sensor Gaming, they're casual, they're fun, but also very professional, very organized. They do get things done. This weekend, apologies, heard a noise. This weekend will be my third tournament with them, my 4th overall online tournament, and I also did 2 weeks ago a LAN party in Croatian, because I am from Croatia. English is my second language, not my first, and it was 2 weeks ago. It was also my first time casting in Croatian, generally, like for real, not just out of fun, or for giggles. So this was real, kind of a flyby thing because their caster was a bit tired. So yeah, 5 tournaments overall, or will be 5 tournaments after this weekend overall under my belt after almost a year. It will be on November 4th or 4th of November. It will be a year since I actually did a first shoutcasting video. Near the end of October will be a year since I started my channel, since I did an intro, and then just a week later I uploaded the first video, and first videos were horrible, so it's kind of fun to see how much I progressed and where this has taken me, and I do wish to continue this. So yeah, on to the next question. The question is, what is your favorite league of I'm just trying to start this again. What is your favorite League of Legends champion and why? I am wearing a Teemo hat, and Teemo is cute and cuddly and fuzzy and cute little Yordle, but he is not my favorite champion. My favorite champion is in fact Cassiopeia. She is a mage mid ability power champion that I've played since I started League of Legends 4 years ago, or actually 3.5 years ago now. The first year she wasn't out when I started, because I started I think a month into it, right after it finished beta and came out, and then I took a pause because I was at the time raiding with the server first guild in Kilrog in World of Warcraft. So hi guys, hi to barbarians if you are, some of you are watching. If not, oh well, shout out is a shout out. It was a fun time, brilliant, clear time and everything, but didn't work out in the end. That was in Wrath of the Lich King. So, oh god, that was a really long time ago. So yeah, started then, and then when I returned from my 6 months hiatus, almost a year hiatus from League of Legends, Cassiopeia was out, and I looked at her, and she seemed interesting. Her lore was nice. I saved up 6,300 IP, bought her, so she was also my first 6,300 champion that I bought. Had fun with her. She was really, she's really good as a champion. And a year and a half ago, had my first pentakill with her. So that kind of set her in. And she's always been my favorite. She's always been the champion I go back to, no matter what. Even if I'm totally exhausted and want to play League of Legends, if I get mid, even if I just feel like that, I just go in. Her abilities are all synergetic, they work together. She has 2 poisons and fangs and petrify. She's a Medusa. If you don't know, she's a Medusa, and she is just adorable and creepy. She's like, she's a bit of my personality, so a bit creepy but cute, seductress type. I think I'm a seductress. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, just love her to bits, and yeah, she is my favorite champion. And I guess I explained why. Just her lore, the way she looks, the way her abilities are, the way she moves. She has a hard CC and a slow and a soft CC. So her W is a soft CC. It slows down enemies while they pass through it. Her Q ability, Noxian Blast, gives her movement speed, so that's always good to have. So kind of an escape mechanism ability or a gap closer ability. And her ultimate Petrifying Gaze, because she's a Medusa, stuns enemies for 2 seconds. So if you can get 2 or 3 champions in that gaze, you can easily get a kill or even a double kill out of it, and then just finish with the 3rd person, because all she does, apart from her E ability, Twin Fangs, is AoE. So yes, I love her. She's amazing, and I do like Teemo, don't get me wrong. I'm wearing Teemo head because of that reason, but he's not my favorite champion. Next question. Sixth question. What is your opinion on the future of gaming? Well, the future of gaming is, well, up in the air, to be honest. I'm not going to pretend that I know what's going to happen or what's going to progress, but let's start with the next gen of the consoles. I think that what Sony PlayStation is doing is amazing. They are definitely bringing out some old classics, allowing them to return, because they have heard to their gamers, to their consumers, and consumers really want some of those PlayStation 1 and 2 games to be returned. For example, I would love to play Primal again. If you don't know what that game is, Where Have You Been Hiding? That game is really amazing, and this is it. I have a notebook of it, but yeah. So this is it. Primal. We have the protagonist is a woman. I'm going to see if you can get to see it. So the protagonist is a woman, and she, with that back tattoo, gets different powers in form of a claw or a whip. It also changes colors as you gain abilities, and it's a fun platform type of game. So there's Tenchu, which I already mentioned. It was a PlayStation 2 game. So yeah, a lot of those games, and also there is Crash Bandicoot, Crash Team Racing, like so many other games that with this next generation of Sony you'll be able to play. So that makes me happy. Xbox, I think right off the bat, when they announced what they're doing with their next gen console, and that it's all about the TV and voice activation and having to be at least once a day turned on online after you activate your account, and just the connecting. It sounded bad. It sounded bad, and after E3 they have changed it. Not everything, but most of it. So they do know, they have heard the outrage. So they are changing that. That's a smart move, but like PC will always be PC. Consoles will always be consoles. And the first time that the console comes out, it will always be better than the PC. But PC will be better after that, after the first gen, after the second gen, doesn't matter. PC will progress into the same or above level than the console. The game designs are amazing, graphic-wise brilliant for both Xbox and PlayStation 4 games, especially Destiny, Bungie's game. The creators from Halo created something so marvelous. You can see the Halo influence, and you can see a bit of Borderlands in it, even though they didn't create it. They did took some of the concepts and style of the Borderlands, because to be honest, let's be fair, you cannot create something new anymore. You'll always rehash someone's idea, someone's concept, but just make it more better, or just add a bit of your flair to it. PC gaming is probably going strong, especially with upcoming games, new Blizzard MMO, Guild Wars 2 is here, FPSs, and so many other things. I don't think that either consoles or PC will ever be in competition, unlike Microsoft and Sony. But hey, console wars do happen. Thankfully, there's always Nintendo, who is out of the console wars, because let's face it, we all grew up on Nintendo or Atari or Sega, and those are just the consoles that we will always cherish. And like, yeah, it's Nintendo. It's where I started playing, where I became a console gamer. So there's also esports, which is booming in the, I think, 5 or 10 years that it's been out. Last 5 years actually, 5 to 6 years that it's been out. It's been booming so much. Like, usually before there was only StarCraft and maybe a bit of Street Fighter, Tekken, so a bit of those bit of combat versus type of games, arcade games, to again in esports, as well as Call of Duty and StarCraft. Now there is also League of Legends, Heroes of New Earth are having their tournaments. Dota 2 has finally come out and it has already their tournaments. Guild Wars 2 has started their tournaments, because there's also, they implemented a spectator mode for their PvP. So just at the end of the day, I think that esports is getting bigger and bigger, and better. Like the prizes, different, just not ESL tournaments, but EGLs, amateur scene is also booming. So I think the future is bright for esports, and getting brighter by the day. So yeah, I can't wait to see what the future has in store for gaming, for both console, PC, and especially for esports, because I do want to be a part of it. So yeah, next question. Question 7. Apologies for the lighting a bit. So what you like doing away from gaming? What do I like to do away from gaming? Wow, there's a lot I like to do away from gaming. If it's summertime, I like to go out to the lake in my town, in my city. And usually I do that in the mornings, so I do a bit of sunbathing, some swimming, some relaxing, then I come home and do my gaming stuff, do my work. If it's not me at the lake, I love to read. I read a lot of books. I think last summer, in 1 month, I in 1 month I read 20 books, so that was intense. So I love to read. I love to watch movies. Relax with my friends, play Dungeons and Dragons, the board game. So a lot of dices and pen and paper stuff. Let's see, what else? Just relax, get away, if possible, get away from the PC, to rest my eyes, to not look at the monitors, look at the screens as much as I do. So yeah, reading books, going out, being nature and outdoorsy, hanging out with friends, dancing. I love to dance. Reading books. I think I mentioned about 5 times now, because that is my favorite pastime when I'm not gaming. Also cooking. I like to cook, especially bake cakes or cookies. Think and that's about that, to be honest. So yeah, next question. Next question is, if you was a Pokemon, who would you be and why? So I've been playing Pokemon Ruby for a while now, and my favorite Pokemon is Blaziken. It starts as Torchic, gets to this little middle thing called something chicken, and then becomes Blaziken. So it's a fire combat type of punchy Pokemon. Why would I want to be it? A, it's cute. When it starts off, it's a little chicken, it's a little Torchic, and when it becomes their third final form, Blaziken, it is really cool. It reminds me of the old North American native type of totem, because it's, or actually reminds me of the old Egyptian god Ra. It has that little hawk head with its mane down, and it's just fiery, fierce, punch type of Pokemon, and that's why I would be Blaziken. Hope you like my answer. Question 9, and this is one of my, probably will be one of my favorite questions to answer, is, if you could bring a game character to life, who would it be and why? Well, this is gonna be totally fangirly, and so I do apologize up front. This is gonna be fangirl mode activated completely. It would be Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. He's just amazing. I know he's the villain, but if you watched Advent Children or played Crisis Core on the PSP, Final Fantasy Crisis Core on PSP, you would see Sephiroth quite a lot, especially in the PSP version of Final Fantasy Crisis Core, and I just like that character. He's very snarky and cynical and a bit of mysterious and sarcastic and dangerous, and there's also that beauty about him. His long, extremely long white hair and his 5 foot tall katana that he is wielding, and his black wing that he has. It's just, to me he's amazing. To me he is amazing and most favorite character, and just wow. So yeah, it would be fun to have him around, at least for a day, if not forever, just to hang out with him, to see how he's more like, and just to feel that, to have that badass presence around, and just like go out and have people be like, oh, it's Sephiroth. So yeah, that would be my reason why. And who? Hope you like, and hope I haven't been fangirling about him much. So last question incoming. Question the 10th, also the last question of this interview, is, what does the future hold for Tempy Crow? Wow. I hope a lot. I do hope a lot. Immediate future definitely holds an online tournament in shoutcasting for the game of League of Legends. Hopefully I will start earning a paycheck from it. Also a lot of cool things with me working and collaborating and just being affiliated with Gamer for Life, um, being their vlogger, bringing some awesome goodies there, and a host on the podcast, as well as some behind the scenes ideas. Hopefully streaming in the near future as well, so have that in mind. But yeah, I will continue doing what I'm doing now, and that is having my channel Tempy Crow on YouTube. Also having my Twitter account at Tempy Crow, so if you want to hit me there, go right ahead. So yeah, just me being me, doing what I love, and that is shoutcasting, and hopefully the future will have hopefully in the future you'll see me somewhere up either in Intel Extreme Masters, because that is one of my goals, shoutcasting in Intel Extreme Masters, League of Legends, so working in the ESL, or my ultimate goal, like this is where I really want to be, and that is the LCS, working as a Riot shoutcaster and just getting there, just improving and getting better till the point where I can go and say, hi, I'm Tempy, I'm doing this, would you hire me, or would you give me a chance to prove myself? And yeah, in my future I see a lot of shoutcasting, a lot of shoutcasting, a lot of games being commentated by me, working with Davey, working with Censored Gaming, being their caster. So more LAN parties, because they're amazing and I felt so at ease and so at home, and just that was an incredible experience, and I want more of it with more people watching. I just approximately around 700 people, 650, 700, which was mind-blowing as it is. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the future, and looking forward see my head fell. Looking forward to the future, and looking forward to what it has in store for me. So I hope you will stick around and follow me, continue to follow me as I still grow as a shoutcaster and as a person, and do all these amazing projects with all these amazing people. Hopefully I will be going to conventions as well, and just meeting the developers, making more business contacts, and yeah, so hope you enjoyed this interview. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, or in the Gamer for Life Facebook page, Twitter, my Twitter at Tempy Crow, and yeah, subscribe to Gamer for Life, subscribe to Tempy Crow, and if you have anything else to add, be it positive or negative comment, yeah, just leave it down below, and see you in the next video that I do. Bye!